something that I thought was really cool when you got a chance to relocate rather to Switzerland to work.
Yes.
So you're now corporate America, you're in Switzerland. What was that experience like?
I loved it.
Any cultural challenges, learning kind of, really you're uprooting to another place, another country. Like, what was that experience like?
Again, that was my plan. That was by design. As a child, I loved geography. And I remember pointing to the world map and saying, Mom and Dad, I'm going to live in Asia and Europe and Africa. And yeah, baby, that sounds great. But little did I know I was prophesizing my future. I've always wanted to and had an appreciation for different cultures and languages and cultural competences and nuances and all of those kinds of things. I've reveled in that. So I knew that if I were going to be not just good at what I do, but great at what I did, I needed to do it outside of the United States. So it was my intention to go global. It was my intention to lead this practice outside of the US.
And that was strategic in your climb.
Absolutely. So in 2006 is when my husband and I packed up our home and moved to Switzerland. I got the job. I remember Thomas Ebelin called me and said, we have this wonderful opportunity for you, but you have to move to Basel, Switzerland, which is where the headquarters was. And I made that decision in less than 24 hours because David and I had talked about it prior to. And that's, again, going back to the communication. We were very clear. If the opportunity presented itself, we would go. And David would give up his stellar career at AT&T.
Wow.
22 years he spent there. And we would go. And so once that phone call came in, I was prepared and I was ready to go. So it was by my design. And I've had global roles over the years, and I've loved it. I've traveled to every continent on the planet with the exception of Antarctica. So I enjoyed my life outside the United States, living and learning from different people. And, there are a lot of expats from the U.S. living abroad.
I had to Google that when I was reading your book. I was like, what is an expat? What is an expat, Michelle?
An individual who, like me, has lived abroad on assignment with the intention to come back to the U.S. Okay. And it's really interesting. I'll tell you a funny story. My husband did not want to come back. So when we went in 2006, it was supposed to have been a 2-year assignment, 3 years. It turned into 10.
Really?
And we loved our life there. David said, I don't really want to go back. And I said, well, look, I'm not Tina Turner. I am not staying here. We are not giving up passports and staying here. I want to go back to my family. And so we came back in 2014. But loved it. Loved it. It was amazing. And I found a place to get my hair done every Saturday.
It's very important for women.
Yes, for women of color in particular.
Women of color.
Yes.